How's it going, everyone? Welcome back into the channel. So the second injury report of Week 11, Packers versus Chargers, just came out. So in today's video, we're going to dive down into the second injury report of the week, go over all the injured players and their statuses for the Green Bay Packers, as well as the Los Angeles Chargers. If you do like these sort of updates and everything else Green Bay Packers, you can find it all here right on this channel every single day. So if that does interest you and you haven't subscribed yet, definitely go down and click subscribe. Now, before we get this thing started, I do want to let you guys know I'm starting another giveaway. Thank you to Pristine Auction. The signed Devondre Campbell photo has just ended. I will pick a winner for that later today into tomorrow, so be on the lookout for my community tab. But the new giveaway for the second half of November is one I'm super excited about, and that is this signed full-size Donald Driver helmet. Such a big fan of Donald Driver growing up as a kid, so I'm super excited to give this full-size signed helmet away. Pristine Auction is your go-to spot for everything signed sports memorabilia, especially the Green Bay Packers. If we look here, there's a ton of items with no reserve ending in a few hours, and this is every single day. We see a Romeo Doubs jersey that's only at $36, Lucas Van Ness jersey, two of them on here, a framed Jordan Love jersey, just like the one right behind me. There's football cards, pictures, helmets, you name it. Everything signed Green Bay Packers is on Pristine Auction. So to enter in the signed Donald Driver helmet giveaway, go to Pristine Auction or click the link down in the description. Register on their website using my sign-up code BASS, B-A-S. That'll enter you in this giveaway, all future giveaways, as well as get you $10 off your first order, so you can snag something for real cheap without a reserve on Pristine and get an additional $10 off it. All right, so now let's dive down into the second injury report of Week 11. So if we bring up the Packers injury report at the top, we get a little bit of an update on Jaire Alexander with his shoulder injury. He did not participate yesterday, and that kind of made me think, okay, he's definitely not going to play in this game. I didn't expect to see an upgrade to limited today. It didn't seem too likely that that was going to happen, but it did. Jaire practiced in some capacity today, so there is still a chance that Jaire could be able to be ready for this game. Now, he'll definitely have to have a good practice tomorrow, and he'll still definitely at least be questionable for this game, but questionable is better than out, especially with Keenan Allen practicing as well today. You know, he likely will play in this game, and I think that's our best chance at containing Keenan Allen. I don't want to say stop because that's probably not going to happen. But Jaire being out there, and I know he's had an off year and an injured year, but he is our best chance at containing Keenan Allen. So really nice to see limited here today. Hoping we see limited again tomorrow or full. Doubt we'll see full, but it'll probably be limited again tomorrow as long as there's no setbacks. Kenny Clark with his shoulder injury was limited yesterday, limited today. So all signs point towards Kenny Clark being able to play in this game. Rudy Ford is the opposite. With his new biceps injury, did not participate yesterday and today. Rudy Ford is likely not to play in this game, and rookie 7th round pick Anthony Johnson Jr. will likely get his second start of his career, which, you know, I wanted to see more of Anthony Johnson Jr. I want Rudy Ford on the field. He's been one of our better defenders, one of our most consistent guys. I kind of wanted Anthony Johnson Jr. and Rudy Ford to be the starting safeties with Darnell Savage still out, but nonetheless, Anthony Johnson Jr. will get more snaps, and he had a good game against the Rams to start, so hopefully he can continue on that. Then we see Elton Jenkins here, limited with his knee. We talk about that. He's going to be on this every day, every week, pretty much for the rest of the year, most likely. Aaron Jones with his hamstring, again, limited. They'll probably keep him limited until it's not a concern at all with the hamstring, because you never want to overwork someone with a hamstring injury during the year, because then it can always pop back up. So he might be on the injury report as limited for the rest of the year just because of the hamstring, but luckily it hasn't flared back up, and hopefully we can get a bounce back game from Aaron Jones after the poor performance last week. Josh Nijman, a full participant with his back injury yesterday and today. Matt LaFleur said left tackle is still up in the air, so we'll see if he runs Rasheed Walker, who actually had a decent game against the Steelers, or he'll go back to Josh Nijman, who is more of the veteran, has more experience, and in my eyes is the better left tackle right now. I still think Rasheed Walker could be a future at a tackle position for the Packers, whether that's right tackle or left tackle. I still believe in Rasheed Walker in the future, but I think right now, blocking the blind side of Jordan Love, it would be better to be Josh Nijman. So we'll see what they do this Sunday. John Runyon with his neck injury was full yesterday, full again today. I mentioned it in yesterday's video. I really want Sean Ryan to start at right guard, but the Packers will probably continue to put out John Runyon so long he's able to do so, which is a little bit negligent, and I wish they would just, try to give their third-round pick from last year some snaps after he showed a promising handful of them against the Rams and against Aaron Donald. But that's unlikely to happen. I mean, this is the Green Bay Packers. They're going to be stubborn with certain players. Then we have Quay Walker with his groin injury. He was limited yesterday and again limited today. Really good to see limited today. There was no downgrade or anything. So Quay Walker looks on track to be available in this game. I still think he'll hold a questionable tag coming into Sunday, but it'd be really nice to finally get both of these linebackers, these starting guys on the field at the same time consistently with Devondre Campbell and Quay Walker, although Isaiah McDuffie has been filling in nicely, so that much is good. Then finally for the Green Bay Packers, we have Christian Watson with his shoulder injury, limited yesterday, limited today. I feel like I've talked about Christian Watson enough already this week, so just going to leave it at that. Then to quickly go over the Los Angeles Chargers injury report, we saw Keenan Allen yesterday. It did not participate. I don't expect him missing this game, and I figured he'd be limited today, and he was, as we see a limited participation on Thursday. Likely will be limited tomorrow. Likely will carry a questionable tag, but likely will play. Joey Bosa was a full participant yesterday and today with his hand injury. He'll obviously play. This is a big one. Gerald Everett with his chest injury did not participate yesterday. A key day is Thursday, because if they don't make any progress, they're likely out for the game on Sunday, and that's the case for Gerald Everett, their number one tight end, so that's definitely going to hurt their offense. Then we see Gilman, their safety, full participant yesterday and today. Sebastian Joseph Day upgraded from did not participate yesterday to limited. Khalil Mack had a rest day yesterday, so he's not listed today. Donald Parham, their other tight end, did not participate yesterday, but was limited today. Then we have Rashawn Slater, full yesterday and today, and JT Woods limited with an illness yesterday and today. So that does it for the second injury report, Week 11, Packers versus Chargers. I'm very excited to see how this game will go. Watching the Detroit Lions-Chargers game last week, I mean, it's probably the game of the year. Watching high-powered running offense, Detroit Lions, a nice passing offense by the Chargers, high-scoring game, both teams going forward on fourth down multiple times. It made me a little envious of both of those offenses, so I'm very interested to see how this game's going to go. The Chargers have the worst passing defense in terms of yardage, and honestly don't have a great running defense either. The reason they're, not a better team is mainly on their defense. They just make a lot of mistakes, so I'm interested to see how this Packers offense is going to attack the Chargers defense, but more importantly, how this defense is going to try to stop this offense with Austin Eckler, Herbert, we know what he can do, and Keenan Allen, who I see playing in this game, who's having a terrific year. So I'm really interested to see how this game's going to go. I'm kind of confused on what I think is going to happen, whereas like last week I was very confident. This week, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure which way to go. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this upcoming matchup. But that about does it for this video. I appreciate you guys coming by. Be on the lookout for the injury report tomorrow, which will have all the game designations, the questionables, the out, and the doubtfuls, and all of that. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow, a little bit around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, around that time. But that about does it for this video. I appreciate you guys coming by. If you could leave a like down below, it supports my channel a ton. But I'll catch you on the next one. And as always, go Pack Go.